Hi everyone, I am Kashish Pandit and you are listening to episode 3 of the LEI podcast. So far, we have explored how to apply for an LEI and how the global system function works. Today, we are taking it a step further, diving into how LEI codes are used to track the entities involved in financial transactions. So before answering these questions, first we need to understand that what information is being contained in an LEI code. So an LEI code provides two levels of data that offers transparency about the legal entity. Level 1, which is the basic details such as the legal name, address, jurisdiction, and company registration details. Level 2, it is the information on ownership structure, including details about the parent companies and subsidiaries. This information helps answering very few important questions like who is who owns whom, and who owns what. The LEI system captures hierarchical relationship between entities like parent companies and subsidiaries. This helps in understanding the broader corporate structure and tracking transactions within corporate groups. Now here arises the main question: how does LEI code tracks the entities involved in transactions? Let's consider a company A having an LEI code into a derivatives contract, or simply say a transaction with company B also having an LEI code. Now the transaction report will include both the LEIs. Now let's see how regulators are using these LEIs in verification of the entities, tracking transactions and monitoring risk. Regulators can check these LEIs against the GLIFE database. This ensures that both parties are legitimate entities, reducing fraud and misrepresentation. Every financial transaction involving LEI tagged entities is recorded in reporting systems like regulatory trade repositories, for example, EMIR for Europe, Dodd-Frank Act for the US. Since the LEI is standardized and globally accepted, it allows regulators to map the flow of funds and see how different companies are interconnected. Financial regulators use LEI data to assess the risk associated with the companies and their financial activities. In case of financial instability or potential default, regulators can identify which entities are at risk and take corrective actions to prevent market disruptions. Thus, LEI code acts as a universal identifier that enhances transparency, simplifies tracking, and improves risk management in financial transactions. Its integration into global financial system and regulatory framework make it a more powerful tool for monitoring entities and their activities. And guess what? LEIs do more than identification. They connect the dot into the global financial system. So hope you find this episode interesting. Stay tuned for more insightful episodes as we continue exploring the power behind the LEI code. Thank you.